Hey everybody! Today we're doing a review of the Star G430S by XP Pen. This is currently the cheapest pen tablet on Amazon at about $20. There's another tablet right around the same price, but it does require batteries, so I think this is the choice for the time being, but we'll see how good it is, because when I was first starting out, you could only get a pen tablet at all for $100, and that was like the very bottom of the barrel. So I'm really interested to see how this turns out and if it's worth buying. So let's just get right to unboxing it and see how this does. I overthrew it a bit. So it comes in a tiny box wrapped in just product wrapping. Not anything too amazing in that regard, but Amazon did a pretty okay job of not destroying this. On the back, it just kind of goes over the basic information of it. It's apparently very thin. It's got 8,192 levels of pressure sensitivity, which is actually the same as my giant Cintiq here. So we'll see how it actually compares in terms of the quality of the pressure sensitivity. And of course, it's a battery-free pen stylus, which is a critical selling point for me. I hate having to change out batteries. It's bad for the environment, and it's just inconvenient. I've had an iPad Pro and used it daily for years, but one of my big complaints about it is the pen that has to be charged, even though it doesn't take very long to do so. So let's go ahead and crack this open. We'll use the fancy knife to do this. Alrighty, we have a little sticker here holding it in place. Alright, and I think we're in. It looks like we have some foam to help it not flop around. Alright. And looks like that's the tablet itself. Let's see what else is in the box. Oh, awesome. We got the pen and some spare nibs and a nib puller. Always gotta have that. Don't be like me, don't use your teeth. And a standard warranty card. Instruction handbook, quick start. English, 1 to 4. Let's see, product overview, working area. Okay, looks like we did the installed driver from the XP Pen website. And let's take a look at the tablet itself. Oh my goodness, isn't this cute? That's 4 inches by 3 inches. That's the size of one of my fingers. Okay, and the pen. Oh, that's cute. It's tiny. Is it comfy? Oh, it doesn't open up, so it's probably telling the truth about the battery-free part. Let's see here. I mean, it's plastic. It's not really all that much worse than the pen for the Cintiq, but how do the buttons feel? You hear that click? Compared to the... Yeah, this has like no click noise at all. And this is like a click, 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 click. I wonder if that'll get annoying over time. Well, it's not bad, but it's a little slippery. There's no like grippy material here, but we'll see what it feels like when you're actually drawing. Almost lost the spare nibs and the nib puller. Neat. All right. Oh, look at these nibs. They're pretty tiny. Like compared to the ones for the Wacom pens. These are like maybe half the size. Wow. How does this feel on the surface? I think it's just plastic rubbing on plastic. I wonder how fast these will wear down. Okay, let's take a look at this. Oh, that's no fun. Let's see if I can get it to focus on this. It doesn't have a cord that unplugs. Oh, that sucks. Because it has a little bit of strain relief here, but it's not really connected to anything. Yeah, so the whole point of strain relief is to have it anchored to the main body here. And that prevents it from getting bent too far out one way or the other. But the strain relief is kind of pointless. It doesn't actually hold it firmly to an edge. So you're still going to bend it like that and cause the cord to break eventually. Wow, that's an oversight. Okay, well, it's $20. Can't give it too much trouble for not quite engineering that too well. Oh, hey, at least it came with a nice Velcro wire holder and not like one of those twist ties that I've seen on way more expensive things before. Okay, why don't we just get this all cleaned off and plug it in and see what happens. Obviously, we'll need to install the driver, but that should be pretty straightforward on its own. I'll see you in a second. So, straight away, I am actually pretty impressed. The pressure sensitivity is really, really good. A few years ago, I used a non-Wacom display tablet, and it eventually got sidelined because I couldn't handle how it would do some inaccuracies in the lines. For example, there would be some wobble on the straights and diagonals, and the actual curve for pressure sensitivity was really lopsided. But with this tablet, it was able to produce some really nuanced curves and relatively accurately take the input. Like, in terms of actually putting the lines down the way I intended, it's not any worse than the Cintiq, and that was a pleasant surprise. Now, what wasn't so pleasant was trying to make do with the tiny drawing surface. The 4x3 really isn't enough space to draw on. I could definitely feel my hand cramping from the wrist movements that I had to do. I've become very used to using my whole arm to draw, and I don't think I can go back to using my wrist, especially at this point in my life where I've already put a lot of miles on my wrists. But someone who maybe has really small hands, or maybe they're a young artist, could still make use of this tiny form factor to do some really effective drawing and get used to the process of, not looking at your hand when drawing. That's a skill, but it doesn't take all that long to develop. But I would caution people to really make sure that it's a comfortable fit for you. This will encourage really bad habits in terms of drawing with your wrist instead of your whole arm. So you really need to take that into consideration if you're planning on buying this, especially when there are larger options available for not that much more money overall. I mean, it's still twice as much at $40 or $50, but it is a lot more drawing space and your wrist will thank you later. By the way, if all this has been helpful so far, please leave a like. It does help a lot. And if you want to see more content like drawing tutorials and demonstrations and other reviews like this, please subscribe. Anyway, here's my conclusion. So is it worth getting the cheapest drawing tablet on Amazon? Yes and no. If you're a photographer looking for a way to edit photos with a pen tablet, this is way more than enough. If you're an artist who's looking to draw, this might be a bit cramped. On the other hand, it is also a very financially accessible option. You can do a lot with this little tablet. It has everything you need, but again, it is small. There are other options that are bigger for not that much more money, but still a significant amount more. But in terms of what we've had before and what this is now, it's a very, very good choice. Just one you had to keep in mind the limitations of. Anyway, I hope this was helpful to you all, and if you want to take a look at the next video that probably just popped up, please do so, and I'll see you later.